Hey you guys, welcome back to Leanne's Corner. How are you guys doing today? I am doing good. I am sick. I am stuffy. I got the sniffles. And everything, and I just don't too much feel good. So my daughter this morning, she got up and called her grandma on FaceTime, and when I wake up, she tells me, "You need to take me over to my grandma's house." And I'm like, "Excuse me?" So I called her grandma, and her grandma was like, "Yeah, you can bring her over here." She was like, "Yeah, I told her she could come and stuff." And me and my son, after I took over there, me and my son got our put on our clothes and stuff, and just went out, took care of some business, came back, made these little funny videos and stuff, and we just had a blast. Like I was gonna take him to the park, but it started drizzling outside, so like ain't got time for that. So we ended up having a good time. But anyway, before we start this love and hip hop review, click that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to my channel. So let's get this thing popping, like Cardi B is saying. So love and hip hop starts off with Peter, Amina, and Tara. Amina walks out and was like, she's pregnant, by the way. So Peter and Tara walk out. I don't know where Peter done got Ghost to, but he did get Ghost. And Amina and Tara, they were arguing, and Tara was like, "Bitch, you just wanted my life, and you just took my man from me, and all of that stuff. You're just a hoe, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Who the fuck cares?" And Amina was like, "You were his girlfriend for 13 years. He cheated on you those whole entire 13 years. And he had kids by other women as well. And convinced you to move into a building. He married his side chick, which was her, Amina. And you want to sit up there and talk all this shit about me?" And she's like, "He married me, his used to be side chick, and turned you into a side chick when you was with him for 13 fucking years." So Amina was just like, "I'm not pulling this shit out my ass. I'm stating facts." So that was over with. Then it goes on to DJ Self and Yamaka. She wanted to hear what he had to say for the last time, and she was just like, "If I'm going to be your girlfriend, I want for the whole public to know it. I want Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Fling, Bebo, POF, all of that stuff." She wants them to be known as a couple. And he was like, "Well, Mariah-Lynn is having this party, and I want you to join me at Mariah-Lynn's party." So she was like, "Are you serious or whatever?" And basically, nigga, we gonna see. So that was the end of that. Then it moves on to Arsenio Hall and Yandy. They meet up, and basically she just was talking to Yandy about what happened, and that she doesn't like where Ra Ali is taking their career. Ra isn't doing too much to Mo's liking. Basically, Mo can't get her fucking way. But if she thinks she's gonna go to Yandy and pop off at the mouth like she did with Ra, nobody is gonna wants to work with anyone who has a smart ass mouth like her, and who can't listen, and who can't be professional. No one. So Yandy was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, girl, we'll see." So then it moves on to DJ Self and Mariah-Lynn. They're in the studio. She's spitting her rhyme or whatever, her rap. And he was like, "The problem isn't with your music, it's with how you perform it." And she basically knows. And then she lets him know that, like, "You better be showing up to my birthday party or whatever." And he was like, "Who's going to be hosting it?" And she was like, "Rich Dollars." So he was like, "Is something going on between you and Rich here?" That was so fake, so scripted. I'm going to need for DJ Self to take some better acting classes. So she was like, "Yeah, me and Rich Dollars used to date back in the day or whatever." And then in comes Cardi B. So Cardi B walks in, and she introduces them to each other. Cardi B and Mariah-Lynn. And then they're talking about whatever, chit chat. Then it comes to where Mariah-Lynn was like, I didn't see you at the Gwyneth Fest. And she's like, what the hell? She was like, I heard about the Gwyneth Fest, but what the hell was going on over there? So DJ Self was like, you was busy that day or whatever. And Cardi was like, no, I wasn't. You just didn't fucking tell me, you damn liar. And Mariah-Lynn's for the ease on not the double. But before she does that, she asks Cardi B, do you want to come to my birthday party? I'm throwing this party or whatever. You're invited. So Self is like, it was so funny. Like, he wanted to choke the shit out of Mariah-Lynn. So after Mariah-Lynn leaves, she's like, you get to work with this nobody, but you can't even listen to my shit. So in his confessionals, he's just saying, like, he said, I want to keep it more personal than business, because he said if I listen to her music and it's trash, then it's gonna fuck up what they got sexually. So he lets Cardi B know that, and she was like, then I don't think I want to work with you sexually anymore. I just want to be all business. And he was like, oh, that hurt my feelings and all that shit. Cardi B was like, nigga, fuck your feelings. So then it moves on to Mandisi's, Yandy, and Papoose and Remy. They all do a double date, and they're just sitting down talking and trying to talk to Yandy and Mandisi's about what it's going to be like when he does his time and how it'll be like when he comes back, maybe. So Remy was like, when I left, my child was 7. When I came back, he was 14. So she's just letting them know, like, there were days where she wanted to be, she wanted to be in the studio, but there are more days where she just wanted to go shopping, go to the museum, go to the zoo, and just do normal people stuff. So then Mendices goes and said, like, the first time he went off, his kids were babies. Now they're actually kids, so he had to catch up, start watching cartoons that they like, start talking to them, and like actually getting to know his kids. So he was like, if I leave and then like come back, they're gonna be like up there in age. So he's just having all types of feelings and just expressing his feelings to Yandy, Papoose, and Remy. So Remy tries to cheer up the mood and, try to get them out of that mellow mood, and was like, let's live for today. Let's just live for today. Carpe diem, goddammit. So BBOD, Bad Bitches on Dick, they went to a park or whatever. They met up at a park and they started talking about what happened. And Mo, aka Arsenio Hall, she was like, she acknowledged you, but she didn't acknowledge me. That bitch didn't even stand up when I said hey to her. Like, bitch, who the fuck are you to be standing up? Ain't nobody got to stand up to you. You ain't the fucking Queen of England. So Lexi just let her know, like, whatever problem you got, you need to talk to Ra about it. And so Mo was just like, well, I went ahead and talked to Yandy. And Lexi was pissed. She was like, why would you do that? We're a group. Why didn't you call me when you went and had a meeting with Yandy? She said, if we're a group, we're supposed to do it as a group. So Lexi was just like, yo, you just need to talk to Ra. And because she was like, Ra may have not given us everything that we wanted, but she's working on it and she's doing way better than what the other managers were doing. So then it goes on to Mendici speaking to this group of people about like what's going on and like how the streets raised him and how he don't want some of those kids to go down that path that he went down, and that they need to better the community. So then he goes off and he talks to his son about how he doesn't want no one to instill in his son's head that he was never there for him, because that is so not true. That he's going to be there, but not physically. So he's gonna have to be the little man of the house and everything, and he's gonna have to take on a bigger job than being just big brother. So His son seemed to understand that, and his son at the end was like, "Can you do me a favor?" And he was like, "What?" And he was like, "Can you please stop kissing me in public?" And Mandisi was like, "No, you'll always be my baby, so you could just forget about that one." So the little boy was like, "All right." So I thought that was so cute. I just hate that Mandisi is going away. I just so hate that. Then it moves on to Amina and her twin sister now. Before they introduced her sister, like in the previews, I was like, damn, this girl looks just like, for them to be sisters, they look as though they could be identical twins. But hey, duh, Leanne, they are. So she's talking to her sister about what happened. I can't believe her sister flew all the way from Germany to hear some shit that she could have heard over the phone, over on FaceTime. But hey, if it was my sister, I would have probably did the same goddamn thing too. So she told her sister what happened and that she allowed Tara to move into the building and how she thought it was gonna help with him being around the kids more and him he'll still come home. And her sister was looking at she was looking, you know how somebody, like, their eyes say something completely different than what their face is saying. Like, that's how she was looking. Her eyes were giving me, you dumb bitch, you dummy. So she told her sister that she's pregnant again, and her sister was like, what are you gonna do? And she was like, I don't want to have another baby by someone who doesn't want me. And she was just talking that whole crazy talk, and her sister was like, woosah, woosah. So her sister was like, no matter what decision you make, I love you, you're my sister, and I'm gonna always be here for you. So then it goes on to delicious, delicious. Look at that rolling, look at that rolling. What is that? What is that bitch over there? It's delicious. The fuck? I can't. I cannot with BBOD. I cannot take them serious. I cannot. So BBOD and Raw, they sit down and Lexi was just saying like, go ahead and you guys talk and get whatever you got to say off your chest. Let's apologize and make up. So Mo this was like she left and she was like she didn't know how to feel or whatever. She was in her feelings, so she went and met with Yandy and Raj just like, what? So Raj just let her know like what you did that was disloyal. And in Raj's confessional, she was like, why was she even gonna meet with Yandy? Yandy ain't make nobody pop since Jim Jones. If you were looking for someone that was more qualified than her, Yandy isn't the right person. But Raj, these are the only people that you have. Like, you haven't managed anyone else, and you ain't got nobody big. So, Yandy, if it is Jim Jones that Yandy has only managed, that was big. She has more than you. She already beat you out because you're not managing anyone that is big. You never have managed anyone that's big. As far as I'm concerned, aren't BBOD the only people that you manage, or isn't this like your first time managing anyone? Like, oh my god. So in Lexi's confessional, she was like, why would you sit up there and let our current manager know that you met with another manager? She's like, how stupid can you be? So then Rod just lets them know like she won't be managing them no more. So Lexi was like, what about the single release party? And Rod was like, I won't be working on that. And so Arsenio Hall was like, so for a person to just leave up and leave like that over me meeting up with another manager just shows a lot about their character or whatever. So Lexi was trying to like talk and Arsenio just walked away. It was like she wasn't trying to hear that. If I was Lexi, I would not. I would just stop working with Mo because it seemed like it's not Lexi that's the problem, it's Mo. And I mean, I probably hit the fuck, I probably would have beat her up. I probably would have beat Mo up because or just left. It was like, look, bitch, you're on your own because you're the reason why we can't keep a manager. So then it goes on to Yandy and Mendeecees and the kids or whatever, and they're Yandy and Mendeecees are going off to court, and they leave their kids with a gangsta ass nanny. Like, that nigga struck. So anyway, probably Yandy brother, Mendeecees brother, like Mendeecees was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to leave today or if they're gonna give me a little bit more time with my family. We just know like they're supposed to let him know what his sentencing is gonna be like. So I hate this part of the story because it's so sad. Like, it's just really, really sad. So then it's Mariah-Lynn's birthday party. I hate how she talks. Like, she's always in that mood. Like she always doing this, and she's always doing too damn much. So then they're talking. She sees DJ Self, and DJ Self introduces Yamaka to Mariah, and then Rich Dollars comes over there and he gives her like this little fake ass hug, and they're chit chatting away. So DJ Self wants to know what's going on between Rich Dollars and Mariah-Lynn. So Rich Dollars tell him, you know, they used to do their little thing back in the day or whatever, and they're just friends now. So in Mariah-Lynn's confessional, she's like, now DJ Self needs to mind his business, and I know he ain't trying to call me out when he was just in the studio the other day with Cardi doing some dirt. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck they were doing because you left way before the dirt even started. Like, you don't know, so shut your ass up. And then she was like, well, since he's my brother, I'm not going to say anything at all. So then Mariah and Rich goes over to like their little sectional or VIP area or whatever. And they're talking, and Mariah just brings his hand, and she was like, you could just bring it down a little bit. And he looking at her like, really? Really, bitch? That Mariah-Lynn, she is a hot ass mess. And she's in her confessionals, it always seems like she rapping for some reason. So in pops Cardi B, and she was like, the party's here and my hair looking pop. So she's talking to Mariah-Lynn, and she's just let her know that she's here. So Mariah-Lynn, little messy ass, while she in her confessionals talking about Self's girl need to stay over there and Cardi needs to stay over there. So, but you leave, instead of directing Cardi B somewhere else, you leave Cardi B like out there in the open to see DJ Self and his girlfriend. So Cardi go up there and she stands in front of him like, hey. So the girlfriend stands up, DJ Self stands up, and she was like, his girlfriend is just looking crazy, and that Cardi B, she was like, what's up? And she was like, what's popping? And then the girl was like, what you mean what's popping? And she was asking, what's up with this girl, Self? And Self was like, oh Lord, he about to have if he could have disappeared, that nigga would disappear. So they arguing back and forth, and Cardi had pushed DJ Self out the way and was like, yes, I'm fucking with him, and I'm still fucking with him, and they go at it. Then it just goes off. Now, I thought the fight was going to be this week, but I guess we gotta wait a whole nother week. I don't like it when they give us a sneak peek of what's gonna happen next week, and they only give us literally 5 seconds of what's gonna happen, and then you have to wait the next week for it to happen. And that's just how it went off, you guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you guys think of this episode, because it wasn't all that good to me. It was okay. It dragged a little bit. I think it could have went a little bit faster than what it was. They could have showed Remy and Papoose a little bit more instead of making the whole episode more so a BBOD. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you guys in the next one.